Hello, everyone, and welcome to Moonride. This is Dave Johnson, and I'm channeling the man in the moon. Today, I want to know if Roger Stone is going to flip. I've started to hear that rumor. It might just be that it's on the internet, or perhaps if anyone else involved in the January 6th attack will flip. Let's take a look here, starting with Roger Stone. Will Roger Stone flip? One thing I have to tell you, Roger Stone is crazy. Okay, if you ever see video of him, it's like that's just been confirmed right now. He is literally a crazy person. Like that's what he's doing. He's doing these crazy, like if you saw him, you would call a hospital. He's doing lunatic sort of things. And I also see like up down up down up down. It makes me think that he's emotionally very unstable. So is it going to flip? One thing he wears is a jester hat. So realize that he is a media clown. So that gives a little bit of power to the idea that he'll do what he needs to stay in the media. Well, are you going to flip, Roger? So, is Roger Stone going to flip? Let's see if we can ask the universe here. Because he's just so crazy, it's hard to get an answer out of him. Is Roger Stone going to flip? He definitely is going to milk this for all the attention he can get out of it. Remember, he enjoys being a sort of anti-hero. I don't get the feeling that he's actually intentionally going to flip. I get the feeling that he's so crazy that he will say things that get people in trouble. That bit by bit he'll just give away the store and he'll just show where where they need to investigate. I don't think he's reliable enough to even know if he's going to flip. I don't think he knows if he's going to flip. I think he's just so unpredictable, but also he's really wants to be in the media. That's what this is all about. It's all about his ego. So the idea that he would be loyal to Trump, well, if that gets him in the media, then that gets him in the media. If it throws him out of the media, then maybe he wouldn't. It's just a question of what he feels like in the next few minutes. And he keeps showing me this sort of mysterious. It's almost like he's a comedian or more like a magician. Like everything's under his hat. It's unpredictable. He keeps giving me a very creepy sort of mad smile across his face. So are you going to flip or not? And it's like, first he says no, and then he's like, well, I don't know, so I might say something like, hey, you know me. So I don't think it's clear, but I do think, well, let's ask, is he going to give away important information? Yes, especially in regard to Bannon. And that is one of the key things that is important here. It's not just Trump. There are a lot of people who did something wrong, and he knows about them, and he is not loyal to Bannon. So just to get back at Bannon, he might say things that get Trump in trouble. And Stone is nodding now. One thing that this shows is just these morally bankrupt, these corrupt people will eventually turn on each other because it really is about their own ego. There's no greater cause at hand here. They don't really believe in republicanism. They believe in themselves. Yeah, everything with him is a sort of crazy sleight of hand. Are you going to get anyone else in trouble? Yes, he will get a lot of people in trouble. It will thrust him into the limelight, which is what he's really all about. He'll get a lot of people in trouble. McEnany, I forget what her name is. Her face comes up. But there are more. There are people who will get in trouble, and then they'll get others in trouble because they don't want to go to jail, or they'll say things that are incriminating, and then that'll make the situation worse. Then they've got one person talking here, one person talking here. Then they're going to say, "Well, he said this about you," and then they're going to build it up and build it up, just like any other case. Realize that these people aren't necessarily the most intelligent. They think they're very intelligent, which is the danger for them, but they are not particularly intelligent. They're just smart enough to know that if they say the wrong thing, they will get in trouble, but they're not smart enough to, it's almost like they're not loyal enough to avoid pointing fingers at another person. Trump is looking irate. So I think that there will be a good deal of information that comes out of this. I have always said that there will be worse for Trump. I have always seen that. And I do see this happening right now. I do see Trump in jail. And I do see him kind of try an escape again. I don't know what that means, like that's actually literally a physical escape, or he's trying to escape now by hanging out in Mar-a-Lago. This time, he's just using another method of escape. Again, I don't think this is literal. He's in a balloon. He's trying to get away. So I don't think he's literally going to go in a balloon. But I do think that there is some escape that he will try to make. That could just be a legal one, or some other kind of escape. But I do not think the future is great for Trump. Everybody thinks he's going to run again. Nah, he's not going to do that. Yeah, he is going to be desperately trying to keep himself out of jail, and I don't know if he will succeed. I'm going to ask if there are other people who are subjects of the January 6th committee who will be forthcoming with evidence. Yes, there's a woman crying. She looks kind of like McEnany, whatever her name is. I kind of like to call her McEnany. She's crying. Some of these people, again, they don't live in reality. So when their reality's cracked, they just break. And that's what she's doing. She's just breaking into little pieces. There will be others. There are at least 2 people right now who have already told the commission the truth. That this was a planned event. And Trump tried to keep his hands clean of it, but he knew about it and was to some degree in control of it. He knew what was going on there. He knew that they planned to attack the Capitol. Right. Look, do your best not to worry too much about Trump. The crown has fallen. He didn't succeed in taking over the country. It's pretty much just defense, defense, defense. Sure, there's going to be a lot of grift involved, but that's all this is. It's just Trump trying to make money off of the fact that he lost. There's no more to it than that. I don't see that he's going to have any great comeback. He is a cancer on the Republican Party, and he's going to be doing the left a favor the whole time. Every time he opens his mouth. This doesn't mean that it's going to be smooth sailing, but it's not as dire as it could be. I do believe that he will be punished for his act ultimately, and members of his family will. Thanks so much for watching.